Hi everyone. Well, this is Monday morning, a week before Christmas. No, I haven't got my Christmas presents. No, I haven't got my Christmas food. And no, I'm not ready. But it doesn't matter. I really don't know what to say today. You know, when it's the start of a week, you know, and you want to be more positive, good things are going to happen this week. I'm going to get a new bed tomorrow. Somehow we're going to squeeze this bed in another room, I don't know how. But that's going to be good, because I have a lot of pain, and this bed is finally, you know, knackered. I didn't swear, by the way. So that's good, that's positive. I see a lot of people are standing for the Lord, standing up. Violet Kitty started it off. Or should I say the other one started it off by being nasty, but anyway. And I advise any of you who are Christians to go and have a look at Violet Kitty's page and see what her last video was. And if you feel excuse me, if you feel that you can stand for the Lord, well then go and stand for him. He hung there for us after all. Now, I don't think we need to be Bible thumpers, but I do think that if something comes up, or if somebody asks us something specific, well then we answer. And then I get round to all the flipping nastiness that is going on. Now, I accept that YouTube is a very big place, and a lot of these haters are just little kids. But I would never dare say this, the words that they come out with. My dad would always find out. No matter where I said them, no matter what I did, you know, the biggest secret in the world, and my dad would always find out. Is it different nowadays? Do parents not have that? You see, I don't know, because I'm not out there. When I ask these questions, I'm not just doing it because I want someone to... Well, yeah, I am. I'm doing it because I want somebody to answer me. I haven't been well for so long, and that's not a pity plug. That's just factually correct. And so I haven't been able to be out there in the world. I've been on the computer. I don't watch a lot of telly. In fact, I don't watch it at all these days. And if I do, it's normally for something sad, which has been on the news, that Kez has said, Mum, I think you should have a look at this. So I don't see it. Are children not respectful of their parents nowadays? Are children not respectful of adults? You know, I know I said it in another one just recently, but we were brought up to respect our elders. They might be talking a load of cobblers, but we still respected what they said. Well, respected them as human beings. And you know, we don't respect one another. I accept that I can talk a load of rubbish. You know, and boy have I listened to some rubbish since I've been on YouTube. But the person behind the rubbish can be really nice. And they can be really, really kind. I know some really boring people, and they probably think I'm boring too, but oh, I do love them, because they're really nice human beings. Now the dog's going to bark. Excuse me for a moment. Daisy, this is my turn. Shut up. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. Come here. Ah, my baby. This is my baby. Yes, it is. See, look at that. Yes. You tell them. Who do you love? You love your mummy, don't you? Yes. You go over there. So, at least I'm loved by somebody. Oh no, now someone else. I'm just doing a video, love. I won't be a moment. So, at least I'm loved by my dog. I'm loved by my children. I'm loved by my husband. And I have one or two really close friends. But all the other friends who I have on YouTube, the people who I don't know very well, I would never dream to say something really offensive. Now, I thought I'd hurt somebody once. I've got a habit of it actually. Never do it deliberately. But then it turned out that I hadn't. And I'd gone through anguish thinking how much I'd hurt somebody. But these kids today, I've just looked at one page and they have their names and they call this particular person to burn. And yet I can guarantee, out of the few people who I know, that there's 4 or 5 of you who are very badly hurt, and yet not one of you is standing up to say who's hurt them or why. Because we were brought up in a different age. We were brought up that you didn't tell tales on somebody else. You might pray for that other person. You might call them to burn privately, but never publicly. And I don't understand. And I want to understand. You know, that's one of my bugbears in life, is I've got to understand something. Once I understand, it doesn't matter that I don't agree with it, but once I understand it, I can let it go. But otherwise I'm like a dog with a bone, and I'll go on and on and on until I understand it. And I do not understand cruelty. I don't. Why are you doing it? Now I'm sure that there are people watching me who are cruel to other human beings. Why? I don't understand why. I mean, this particular lass who's took such grief, and yet she seems to think, well, she says it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, when she's quiet on her own at night, I bet you damn well it matters then. Because she'll be hurt. And I'll tell you what, if she's not hurt, I'm hurt for her. I feel her pain. You know, there was once years ago, when I first got into this empathy lark, as I call it, my very close friend lost her mother, and she was distraught. Anyway, I foolishly said to God in my prayers, "Oh Lord, if only I could just take it away from her." And then I forgot about it, because as is my wont, I open my mouth and then I forget what I've said, even then. Anyway, I then went in to the deepest depression I have ever had, either before or since. And it wasn't until the end of the week, and we were stood outside this building waiting for our children to come out of school, and a woman came up to her and said, "Oh, I've heard about your mum. I'm right sorry. How are you coping?" And she said, "Do you know, I've had the best week of my life." And then I realised she had, but I hadn't. And I'd done it. I had empathised. And that's what empathy is. We can sympathise and say we feel sorry for somebody, but we can empathise and we feel their pain. So this lass, who has had a lot of grief thrown at her, says it doesn't hurt her. Well, it flipping well hurts me, and I've had enough of it. It's time we got our act together. It's time we started loving one another as only God loves. And I don't want any claptrap coming back to me saying, "Oh, well, only God can do it," and this, that and the other. We are his hands and his feet while we're on the earth. Do you know, he loves us so much. You know, we talked about mums recently, haven't we, a little bit? Well, I always said that my mum gave me my love for everybody, because she loved, she was pure love. You know, she didn't have a very happy life, but yet she still had this tremendous amount of love. And I always said that she'd make an excuse, you know, for the devil if he came down, because she was just so loving. Me, in my ignorance, didn't know until after my father had died and we managed to get into the house. And I got some little notebooks that Mummy had written in. And you know, they were all prayers. And my mum were a Christian. And me, in my ignorance of youth, had not got a clue. Because all I wanted in life was me, 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 me. You know, because that's what you do want when you're a teenager. And I didn't know. How can I not know? Because I were a kid, that's why. So that's how I'm feeling this Monday morning. A week before Christmas. Peace and goodwill. We know the story about the at wartime, when they had that one day when both opposing sides came across into no man's land and started sharing peace, because both were singing and praising God, and yet they were both meant to kill one another. And the day after, everything went back to normal. Well, can we have it now on YouTube now, a week before Christmas? Can it stop? Because it isn't fair. I love all of you, all of my friends, all of my new friends. I met some new friends, and you're all gorgeous. I've also had one or two subscribers, which I'm not sure if they are subscribers or not, but that doesn't matter because he knows what's going on. It doesn't matter because he knows, but it matters for us. It matters for our no. You know, it's like Kitty said, if we go to glory and none of it's true, we haven't lost anything. But them of you which don't believe and who are really cruel and nasty, if it is true, you're in trouble. So, that is my rant out of the way this morning. I've got to get on as much as I can get on. I sit in a chair and I order Kez around. But please, peace on earth, or let's have peace on YouTube. Please, I'm begging you, stop hurting one another. Because the only person you're hurting is yourself. You're the one that's going to cop it in the end. Alright. I hope tomorrow I'll come to you from my brand new bed and we'll be happy. Alright. Have a good day. A really good day. Okay. Bye bye. God bless. See you later. Bye.